Happy Monday to you. How are you doing? Uh, Wonderful, wonderful week on tap. Starting the month of February later this week, and we are ready to rock and roll. Yeah. I don't want to talk about rock and roll right now because of the Grammys last night, but didn't watch them. That's no big deal. So, controlling our own destiny. One of the things that we talked about last Monday was how we can control our own destiny, and we could really break that down and take a look at it. And there's a few things that are important if you really want to gain control of your own world, of your own life, both financially and as respect to relationships with other people. So one of the first things that I encourage people not to do is try to fix other people. You see, we get caught up in that. One of the problems with that is that other individuals don't think they need fixing. So when you try to fix them, you become like attached to that person. And in essence, what they're doing at that time is controlling your destiny. And in most cases, you're going down a path that has no end to it. Because remember, that person has no clue that they think they need to be fixed. So one of the first things you want to try to do is don't try to fix people, because that attaches you to a losing situation immediately. So stay away from that. That's a key thing. And we all get caught up in that trap. The other thing is look for warning signs. If you're with somebody that in a work relationship or a friendship or something, and that person is constantly trying to cut you down or to slice you up or to say little things that hurt, you want to separate yourself from that. That's really not a healthy situation at that time. And you have to look out for those warning signs because, other individuals, they have their own world. They have their own mentality, their own desires and dreams, and it doesn't always correspond with what yours are. So, first thing, yes, don't try to fix people. Second thing is look for warning signs when people are trying to control you for their own good. And then learn to recognize that everybody has their own agenda. You included, me included. And that you have to find individuals where your agendas or your life's dreams or desires are attached, where they mesh. Because sometimes it's like this. And when you are constantly trying to put yourself into a situation that is not healthy, then that's something that is really going to be a challenge to you. So really, it's very clear when you're around somebody that their agenda does not include you. So don't try to stick yourself into that situation because that's what you want. I see this in young people today so much. In the conversations I have with students and when they talk about their children and their teenagers, I'm like, wow, somehow you need to encourage that person to break through of that relationship because people have their own agenda. And when you try to, just inject yourself into their agenda, that's not going to work. So recognize and understand your own worth. You're a valuable creature. And so many times that we attach ourselves to other individuals that we forget who we are and that we're an important person in this world. There are people that really love us and care for us, and that we detach ourselves from those individuals to try to latch on to other people. And that is the farthest thing that you want to do, because that gets you way away from controlling your own destiny. So understand your worth, your value. It's extremely, extremely important to understand that. You have value and worth in this world. Create a healthy space, too, between you and other relationships. Make sure that you're able to continue to have your space, wherever that is. Find places, meditation, mindfulness, find walks in the park. I love to take Buffett for a walk. My canine here. I love to go out, just nature and quiet. Find those opportunities to separate yourself from other individuals, and then that's gonna help you immensely. And then take back ownership of who you are. You're a good person. You're a strong person. And we're all a work in progress. None of us are the finished product. We are constantly a work in progress. And everything that has gone on in the past doesn't have any bearing on what's going to happen in your future. You can create whatever you want in the future, and that's important. So let's go over those topics just quickly in controlling your own destiny. I'll start from the back end and move forward. Take back ownership of yourself. Believe in who you are. Believe in who we are as individuals, as humans. Create a healthy space between you and the other relationships. Know your own value. Know that people have their own agenda. Look for warning signs in certain relationships that somebody is really controlling you. And don't try to fix other people. One of the best advice I ever got in business was when I was a young sales manager many years ago, my late 20s, early 30s. And I had a gentleman, Phil Fisher. Phil was a sales guru, and if you really look at the sales tree in a lot of aspects of the radio industry, Phil is, in many people's lives, that hub. One of the things he told me when I first became a sales manager is, you can't fix or save people. You just can't. If they don't want to learn, if their attitude is not proper, if they don't want to be a part of that, nothing you can do can make them be a part of that. Same thing about us. Don't try to fix people, because when we do, we become attached to them. And when we become attached to them, they control our destiny. And when somebody else controls your destiny, you no longer are walking in your walk, and you're no longer building your life. You're letting somebody else do it for you. And sometimes they don't even know about it because they don't care. So have a wonderful week. We'll be back with you again on Friday, that first Friday of February 2018. Amazing what is going on in this world. Just constantly, day after day, just going by so quickly. Sometimes you know what you got to do? You got to grab on, get a good hold, and just go along for the ride for a while. And when you get a chance to steer, and when you get a chance to be in control of whatever you want to do, take that opportunity. Love your kids, love your parents, love yourself. Take care. Bye.